Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Michigan Wolverines.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4 slot.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
Here is Edwards. Back to Doherty. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Ellis.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. No doubt one of the most highly touted players on the floor is Freak. His abilities out on the wing are just phenomenal, and he is one of the few players that can dominate from that position.
And Greg, it takes a special talent to be able to control the game from the perimeter, but Freak is that kind of player. I mean, he can hurt you in so many different ways when he's left one-on-one with the defender, and he's comfortable pulling up or attacking the basket.
Here's Ford. Hops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Now here's Freak. Ellis with the screen for Freak.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
There's a screen. Fires the 3. The shot no good. And Texas the other way now. Blair with it. Now guarded by Stevenson. Stolen by Stevenson. And here we go. Stevenson heading to the hoop. And that is good. Stevenson's got his first points in this one.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
The dish now to Cunningham. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Blair with it. Richmond left side. He feeds it to Blair. Dishes it to Hudson. Blair the screen. Hudson kicks to Richmond. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Rush. And stolen by Freak.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time.
Welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Yeah, Freak and his team hit the ground running and have a big lead here through the first half. Everything's clicking for them.
And this is what you expect star players to do. You want them to come out and beat teams early. It takes a special talent like Freak to be able to control the game like he did in that first half.
On the court for Michigan, Stevens in at the 3. Smith is out there with Ellis. And there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the 2 spot.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
And it's Ellis penetrating, feeds it to Ford. Inside, here's Doherty. And it's Freak with the rebound.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
Stay down.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Screen by Smith. Now here's Freak. Doherty defending. And here's Freak. 8 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Doherty the pass to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
The Wolverines leading by 14. Now Freak. Here's the screen. And Jones has it in the corner. Buries it from 3-point range. Jones has got 6 points. Jones has gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. On the court for the Longhorns, we've got Hudson, and it's Ellis in at the shooting guard. Here's the 3. Ellis can't get that one to fall either. Ellis has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Freak. Goes up off the pick. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Ellis can't get it to go.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Screen by Smith. Freak with it, working on Doherty. Smith kicks to Ellis. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge. Now Texas with it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Wolverines.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles in men's basketball, they have yet to even make it to the final game of the tournament. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time.
Rush from outside. Texas no good that time either.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Freak missing. And here's Texas. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Rush, defended by Stevens, looking to end the run. Rush gets the bucket.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Launches it. And so it's Michigan winning this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.